Guten Morgen, everyone. We are in Fruhling. I need to go. Yeah, I need to go to get a weeder. As we need to weed all of our fields. Because there's weeds growing in them. We can't have that. No. Not in Germany. How wrong is it that I'm in Germany, but I'm driving a Japanese tractor? That would not go. Whoa. Hold on a second. Whoa. 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 My steering wheel was on. However, I do need that. That's my side panel. Yeah, I started driving off in a complete destruction of reality. Uh-oh, the baby woke up. She was taking a nice little nap. I saw a deer running alongside the road. Time for some food. Some roadkill pizza. Alright, I don't know if they do that in Germany or not. Here in America, some people do eat roadkill. It would have to be pretty fresh. Man, I'll tell you what, the graphics are really choppy today. Not sure why. Alright, so we need to rent a weeder. Let's see what we have here. This is the one we talked about, and I think that's the one we're going to rent. Yeah, $400 to lease. That's like nothing. Works perfect with our big tractor. With the M6. Let's get over to the fields and start working. Yeah, I've never, and I don't know that I've used a weeder on Farm Sim 22 before. This might be our first weeder. I know I've used spray, but I almost never, I usually spray like first stage. But the nice thing is once we do this, I don't think we have to worry about them again. Caw, 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 raw. So this is the fun part of Farm Sim where you do all the field work. And I don't know, it seems like you have lines where you can see what you're doing. It's a little bit difficult to tell where we've been and where we haven't been. Which is why oftentimes you'll hire a worker because they can see things that you can't see. But we're just going to attempt to. Now I thought with precision farming you got spots of weeds instead of like whole fields of weeds, which it kind of looks like that may be what's happening here. Like I don't have any weeds here, and then all of a sudden there's a big bunch of them here, and then there's none, and then there's a bunch again. See how that's kind of how they're kind of like bunched together. So I'm wondering if that is like here there are none, and then there's just a couple up there. But I guess it's best to just do the whole thing. And I've always wondered how these work. Maybe the plants that you seed take deeper roots, And so these just tear out things that are like self-planted. But things that are planted deeper have enough roots that they don't get pulled. I've always wondered that. Like, how does this work? But apparently it does. So, all right, I'm going to get to this, guys. I will see you once I finished up. I got 4 fields to do, so I'm going to be doing some field work. I'll be back. And so the weeding comes to an end. Let's check real quick on the map, make sure we did a good job. We did. So we have the weeds cleared from our fields. May is looking to be a good month. Now, we talked about getting maybe a second tractor. I don't know. I mean, if I was going to go for another tractor, I don't know. I feel like we could get something smaller, or we could go the opposite way and get something larger and make this the small tractor. I don't know. Once again, I don't necessarily feel like we need a bigger tractor. This seems to cover it for what we need. Like, we've done everything we need, a whole year's turn with this tractor. Some things could be done a little bit better if we had a larger tractor, like maybe a faster turnaround on fields. We get a bigger seeder. But really, the seeding is the only thing. We only have to do that once a year, so it's not that bad. I don't know. It's a tough one. I'm not sure that it'd be worth the money to get a bigger tractor, or a newer tractor, bigger tractor. And we already have the little John Deere to kind of cart things around. Though I don't know. I mean, the other thing too is with the little John Deere. The problem is the John Deere's too small to do some things. But once again, I don't really know that we need anything bigger. Because it does our spreading of solid fertilizer, which is fine. We can use it to ferry equipment, so that's fine. And it can pull the little trailer. And once again, I don't really see the need. So I think right now, we're just going to stay where we are with the equipment that we have. Especially if we continue to weed early and use the Aerostar to weed. Everything else can be covered by our tractor. What we got going on in these fields, I want to check real quick and see how our growth is. It's probably not grown all the way. But things are looking good on that field. So, yeah. All right, animals. How are we doing here? They've got 3,000 liters of food. That's enough for another day or two. They're eating sorghum. Got eggs coming out. How's our horsey doing? He's good. Plenty of food. Cows should be fine. Yeah, 26,000 liters of food. That's plenty. So what we can do right now, I'm thinking of moving the silage over to this barn. And I remembered we can store grass in here too. I was worried about what we were going to do with grass because we do need some grass for the sheep. We can also feed them straw. Somebody pointed out, oh yeah, you can feed your sheep straw. Duh. Not straw. I'm sorry, hay. And we got tons of hay. So, in fact, maybe too much hay. Too much. We need to call the shop. I'll be right back. I'm going to go call them and let them know to come get that. So, let's call them. Tell you what, they came out quick. It's already gone. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab our gator. And we're going to grab the trailers here. Pardon me, man. My lungs have just not healed from whatever I had at Thanksgiving. They're still, months and months later, I'm still suffering. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to empty the silage out of this. And it's going to take a couple trips. Because there's about 4 trailerfuls. Actually a little bit more. 5 maybe. And we're going to move it over to our silos. Just got stuck on something. Okay. Whoops. Come on. Come on. Okay, so what we need is that one. And that one, for some reason, it's not, again, it's not triggering. Tip side left. Weird. Okay, we can do the right. So picky. I like the way they kind of made the dumping more realistic. I guess the trailer dumps slower and it doesn't just like empty out real quick. This is tons of feed for the aminals. And that way we don't have to keep driving back and forth when we're mixing. This makes it nice because it all just goes to one place. Meow. Meow. Moo cow. Things are gonna get easier. I'm surprised at how much horsepower pull this little John Deere has. I thought it was going to struggle with these, but it's not really struggling at all. So one more trip should do it. All right, I'll be back, guys. I'll get this finished up, and we will see you once I've done loaded it all. Before I done loaded it. All right, so the drop has been completed. So we moved all the silage over to our silo. I'm going to, let's see, what should we do here? That was not what I wanted to do. I'm going to get some sorghum and feed it to Chickasaw County. Baka! I can't get it under the spout. We want to get... I don't want road salt or lime. Fish. Solid fertilizer, wheat, barley, oats, sorghum. Oh, there's only 2,000 liters left. Hopefully that'll last the summer. Whee! How does that look? 4,400. I might put a little bit more out. I might put it all out, actually, because at least we're done with it. And we'll see it. We'll have to count down. If we run out of chicken food, we can always go to the store and grab a pallet. I just don't want to spend too much, because the pallets are like $1,000. I'm lucky if the chickens are making that much, you know. It's kind of frustrating. Sorghum grow pretty quick, though. All right. There we go. That's why I put this little road in. Now, sometimes I use the trailer, too, which makes it go faster, but the trailer's in traction right now. It's got a load of lime on it. And I just left it. So 2 more runs. But that should be... They seem to eat about 1,000 per month. So this should take us to the point where we've harvested the next round of sorghum. And this time, because we fertilized and everything, we should get a lot more sorghum off the field. I'm thinking almost double what we got last time. So that'll definitely be a year's worth. In fact, because we had a year's worth off of this crop, so it'll be a year's worth, if not more. The last little bit. You better be happy chickens. Whoa, look out there. All right, so let's take a look at the horsies. Well, the other animals, and let's see what they need. The cows have a decent amount of straw. They got plenty of mixed ration, so they're good. Sheep, about halfway out of grass. I think they can also, like I said, grass and hay. They can also have hay if worse comes to worse, but they're fine for now. They still got a couple months of food left. Chickens should be fine. Yeah, chickens are good. Yeah, and the horse is full of food too, so we're good. She needs to eat down a little more hay. We could give her some more oats. So we're slowly moving. We'll wait. We'll wait another day because we're slowly moving her pen towards more oats, so they're even. Because right now she's got more hay than oats. But I think that's it really for the day. I'm shocked that we're done so quickly, or for the month. Everything is finished. There's nothing really else to do. So we are going to go ahead and fast forward time to April. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to need to do in April, but I think it's probably going to be snow if it's Ohio. Snow removal in April, because that happens. We always get like one last snowstorm in April here in Ohio. Almost always there's at least one. And it sucks. But then by the end of the month, it's usually nice. Moving towards that beautiful northeastern Ohio summer, where the frozen lands of the great northeastern Ohio bleakscape start to blossom, and all that water from the snow turns into a lovely coat of grass, beautiful flowers, and sweltering hot temperatures. So let's move on to April. I don't know if Europe's the same. Probably not. Wake up at 7 o'clock. And off we go. So May was a short month for us. We only had a couple chores to do. Now I think we're pretty set as far as our fields and stuff go. Everything's happy-dappy. Yep. Looking good. This is all perfect. Perfect values. Those are our oats. Now right here, it's not. No, it's good. It's good. It's good. So, sweetness. Oh, June. Wait. Oh, it was May. I'm thinking March for some reason. May. All right, so we are in June. Let's see what's for sale this month. Anything that we need. What is that? Is that a bale shredder? We don't use bales. No, not that. This. Yeah, 2-bale shredder. We don't need that. With a mod on it, it's $11,000. That's pretty pricey. Oh, it's expensive there. That's American style. What do you think? For $8,000? Oh, I got to think about this one. I mean, that's a really good deal. I don't see the need for this. I don't think our farm needs it. That's a good deal. I'm having a hard time passing that one up. Okay, let's see what the cows have done. It'll be in the shop all day, so we'll have some time to think about it. Got a little teeny bit of milk. Oh, I don't think we rode our horse yesterday. Oh, well. A lot of eggs popping out. That's good. Tomorrow we'll have some sales. So that's all good. Horsey needs a ride. Come on, Hope. Let's go for a ride. She's a good chip. Horsey pop. I'm going to run down. We're going to take the horse to look around and kind of scope out what's going on with our fields. The two big fields are down here. I think to the left. That's not our field there. Back over this way. It's just growing. Looking good so far. Here's our other field looking. Sorghum looks good. Perfecto. Let's head back and see how that grass field's coming along. Number 2 here. And then we'll check on the sheepies, see what they're doing. Still growing. It's looking good, though. But that won't be ready to mow until next month. Still, looks good. And that looks good, too. Our oats again, growing well. Let's check our aminals and see how they are doing. So we have a full, well, 90, what is this? What does this say? Yeah, I think that's a full pallet of wool. And the sheep look like they're doing well. We're going to start getting more wool soon because they should be maturing to the same age here soon. Decent amount of veggies coming out. How's the water doing? 10,000 liters. We could fill that up again. They are doing fine on food, but we could fill that up again too. But it's not. Next time we mow, they'll be fine until we mow again. Water looks good. They look good. So let's head back to the farm. Simple and sweet. Good horsey. Jump your food. Good girl, Hope. Good girl. I don't know how to judge the animal's health, puberty. Horses can be sold for a profit. So I think once their fitness hits 100%, we can watch the price and see as they go up. So we'll probably have her for another year. Seems like it says after 22. So at about 2 years old is when we're going to sell her. And that is realistic. Horses get sold at about 2 years old if you're good with it. Well, you can sell them, but you're not really supposed to, from what my wife was saying, and people do it anyway because they're jerks, but you're not really supposed to ride horses until they're 2 or 3 years old. It gives their bones a chance to grow and to settle. So doing it earlier than that can be somewhat harmful to their health. So yeah. It's best for them if you wait till they're 2 or 3. Maybe even 4 before you start really riding them. You can break them in and stuff, but you don't ride them until they're older. So really this month there's not a whole lot to do. We might just jump ahead again until July and see where we're at. But we are going to water the sheep and the garden. Some water, or as they say in Germany. Wasser. Oh, it's already full. Oops. Duh. Well, as they say in Grand Theft Auto, Pisswasser. It was a horrible game. Great game. Horrible game. Wow. I thought they only took like 13,000, but I guess they take more. Let's do it again. Do. All right, Kubota man. Get the job done. Gonna fill up at some point. There we go. Now we're full. So I want you guys to expect a bit of a video slowdown over the next 2 weeks. I've got a lot of work. I've got a PC contract that I'm working on here in Medina for the county, and then I also have a video project in Columbus with a group of guys that do event coverage, and we're hosting, believe it or not, speaking of counties, the Ohio County Commission is having their annual shindig event where they get together and have a bunch of classes, and we video them and put them online. And so we are covering that video session this year, and it's a 3-day, so I'll be leaving for a couple days, actually for 4 or 5 days, and going to Columbus, staying at the convention center, which will be a lot of fun, and but I will not be recording during that time, so I will try my best to keep videos released, but there's always that what do you call it, not butterfly effect, but there's always a ripple effect that possibly the next week I will run out of videos because I haven't had time to backfill content. So just be aware that we will probably be content thin for the next couple weeks, and I apologize. It just means that there's, maybe a video every other day instead of videos every day. And then we'll get back to normal. Other exciting news, I know not a lot of you guys are huge Flight Sim fans, but a decent portion of my audience watches Flight Sim, and I'm excited to announce that we're trying again. Jacob has offered for me to come down to Columbus sometime in the next couple weeks and get footage in the 737 flight simulator at Take Flight, Ohio. So I will be bringing my camera, and we'll be trying to fly a 737 and land it. And so it's a simulator once again, but it's a full cockpit simulation, and I am really looking forward to the opportunity to actually try to fly. In fact, I might go in the flight simulator ahead of time and try to prep a little bit. Maybe we'll put a video on of that also. I don't know if I have a 737, so I don't know if Flight Sim includes it. I think the nearest thing would be the Airbus, but they're very different aircraft. So the 737 uses a flight yoke, Airbuses use a stick. So it'll be interesting to see the differences between the aircraft. But I'm going to see if I have a 737 and get some practice on that before I go in and try to fly a different Boeing aircraft. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we have gotten a lot done this episode. We've gone through a couple months, and we're ready to move on to the next month and the next episode. So the animals are all fed. The crops are growing and they're taken care of, and they're growing. The grass is growing, so we pretty much are done for the month. I hope you enjoyed this video log. I will see you next time on our little farm here in I think it's Germany, but I don't know. It could be Sweden, Switzerland. Not Sweden. Switzerland, maybe. Holland, maybe. I don't know. Have a great night. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up always help. Bye.